You came out of your father's brown. Yeah, that's right. You weren't even born of a mother. So go back and find another beat or freestyle to hit, cause you don't know anything. Your rhymes are shit. You try and spit bars and eat Cocoa Pops on Saturday morning, but I know that you've never even robbed the Dawn and... fuck it, forget it. Yeah, Sandy C. Yeah, I can see Oscar Warren, Connor Coakley, get Dara O'Neill. Good man. Yeah, I can see what you're doing. I've only one thing to say to ye.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. 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 Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Spiders.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Spiders.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Spiders.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Spiders.
Dickheads in the chat, trying to write the N-word. What the fuck is up with that? I'm gonna have to get a moderator team to swat your ass. I ain't got time to look at the chat fly every time I'm playing games, cause it makes me cry. Trying to moderate your souls when I'm trying to spit gold in the corner of my Almira. My favorite Disney cat was Bagheera. He was a sleepy owl puma, lived in a tree. Tried to teach that little lad the rules of life. His name was Mowgli. He swung through the jungle without a care in the world. He had skinny little arms and hair like a girl. Not like me, behind the wheel of a true Nissan Almira SXE. 2006, 1.6. Yeah, that's right. I just rhymed 6 with 6. Go and suck your dicks. Multiple. You were born with 5 of them. You'd think it'd be an advantage, but you were wrong. You were crying with them. It's not right that you have 5. It's not right that you're still alive.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Okay? 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 Okay?
Doodle Broodle, what the fuck you at? Writing Nissan in letters in the chat, trying to make me think that you're gonna say,
Okay?
but you're not. You're not acting.
Okay?
Until the next
Treaty. 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 Treaty.
Hello, line 4. Good evening.
Pardon me. Bad belch. At least it's not a felch. Gonna go and get another bowl for the roll. Stay with me. Don't go away. Gonna be playing some games today. Saturday morning games. You know the crack. That's what I'm at.
Okay?
Spiders.
again. What's the story? My name is not Rory. And if you think it is, you need to go and get your head examined. Because my name's Francis. What the fuck just happened? I had to leave, so we'll get some more of this. We were on that dog truck last night. It was bliss. We found 5 cases of low-fat milk, 1 full fat, and then some silk in a box from China. We didn't realize it at the time, but it was Bai Ya, mother, who's just come back from the Far East on one of those press junkets, eating cheese.
Spiders.
Your mother likes.
Spiders.
Your mother likes.
Spiders.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Yeah.
You are a liar.
I'm not. I'm telling the truth.
You are a liar.
My name is Donald Bluth.
You are a liar.
Fuck you, Deputy
They
Stike.
call me Cocoa Pop. The rhymes don't stop, and I never flop.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Selling 10 spots out of the car. You better watch out, otherwise I'll give you SARS. That old virus that fucking was doing the rounds a few years ago.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Okay. All right. Yeah, yes. Well,
Don't obsess with me all the time. Don't you have a life? 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 Don't you have a life?
Mike Tierney in the chat saying hello from Australia. What you at? Doodle Broodle 2 down in Melbourne. That place looks well worn. Urban conurbation. The Zulu Nation.
Don't you have a life? Don't you have a life? Don't you have a life? Don't you have a life?
They call me the Cocoa Pop, 'cause I hip and I hop every Saturday morning. While you cats are still yawning, I'm out on the streets. Adidas trainers on my feet. All the girls are looking at my meat. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Dr. Oker, heard you were a Nazi. I ain't no joker either. Your pizzas are nice. Alright, they're cheap. They're fucking bad for you.
Don't you have a life?
Thanks.
Don't you have a life?
Buy a pint with that.
I don't know why you're so obsessed with me.
The kings of Camberwell are in the house. We're eating Cocoa Pops. Make sure you've got some traps laid out for the mouse. He's been seen around these parts, snaking out Almiras and fucking, you know, doing the rounds and just generally being a vermin nuisance. That wasn't that one. That wasn't great, that one, was it? Wasn't a good one. Try this one now. It's all about the beat as well, you see. You know, this is hit and miss. Okay.
Number 2, Frank McCourt. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother.
They say don't drink and drive. Well, I just eat Cocoa Pops and fly. When I'm doing 90 out the bypass on a Saturday morning, no guards around, they're up the town. In bed probably, dreaming about the time they were in the brown. That's what they're at, you see. Thanks to Kings of Camberwell for the $5. Never thought that you'd be up early in time to live the life, yeah. But here you are, watching me, a real snaky MC, kicking the beats for the 3 people out there watching. Times that by 100, then you'll have 3,000. Only messing. I was only foundation maths at school. It's probably 300 if you really think it through. Reality is though, 109 on the clock. I ain't gonna sweat it. Why? Because I'm not a cop. I don't care about numbers, you see. I just eat my Cocoa Pops like a real MC. To me, this hip-hop game is funny.
Yeah.
Because all I do is spit bars and Scott Fenner gives me money. Saturday morning,
You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother.
thanks very much, Scott Fenner. You've been a real supporter of the stream since day one. It's really been a dream. Can't believe how blessed I've been with everyone out there tuning in to this goddamn stream. Yeah, that's right. I'm recycling the fucking rhymes. Trying not to make the Cocoa Pop spit out of my mouth, because it's kind of sick. It's a bit grimesy. Eschen Blumenthal.
Number 2, Frank McCourt.
I don't know why you're so obsessed with me.
That is a total and absolute lie.
Beersman MEP. How are ya? Saying Tommy Search to go back to bed. What the hell are you at? He's still out your head. What'd you take? A few yippity yaks. Clickety clacks. You need to go hit the sack. It's 8:35 and you haven't gone to bed. You better go back to sleep, man, because your fucking head is gonna be wrecked. Come 1 or 2, or 3 or 4 or 5. Maybe do an all-nighter, try and stay alive. You'll go back to sleep at an earlier time. Wake up nice and fresh in the morning like a daisy. On that Sunday, you won't be crazy. Go to mass around 12. Say your prayers and head back and delve into the sack for a little afternoon sleep. What the fuck is wrong with that, huh?
You hammered your mother.
I bet you said your prayers because you...
You hammered your mother.
Make sure you do your little penance after fashion. And I got a Smith & Wesson for you. Bring that into the booth with the priest. Tell him you ain't had nothing to eat that morning because you were too busy watching me yawning, eating Cocoa Pops. Ah, the beat's gone. Fuck. Alright. Yeah. Tommy starts working Sunday. Tommy starts working on Sunday, yo. Not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but Sunday, the Lord's Day. The day you must pray. Cook a roast in the oven. Chicken to 220 and you're loving what you're gonna get ate. Don't bother with the bachelor baked beans. You know what I mean? You gotta save that for the weekday shit. This is the real roast Sunday dinner bullshit. Fuck. Newgate this. I seen that motherfucker Newgate spending beans uptown. I don't wanna hate on that Newgate, but that guy, he really winds me up the wall. He can feck off because Heinz have it all. They've got the flavour. And I ain't saying that sugar-free shit is the stuff, but listen. That's the... Oh, fuck it, man. Type of beans they're kicking, they aren't favour. Fava beans. Favour. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm back again. Michael C. We're back again. You chipped in and I'm thankful, friend. Keeping the dream alive. Saturday morning rhymes. There ain't no crime here. But there was earlier on. We fucking rubbed that dog truck for all it had going on. Inside, cases of milk, juice, dairy products and cheese. A box of silk. As I've told you. Very strange little box inside. But they got owned, yeah. When we picked the lock on the back of the van, took all their dairy products and then ran over to Panama, sold that shit to a cartel, traded it for some white gold, and now we smell. To every sniffer dog in the land, there's one down in Dublin Airport called Bailey. He's grand. He's got lovely furry little ears and sand colour to his fur. Scott Fenner, Fav or Fave. I know where you're coming from. Cocoa Pops bowl number 2. How about you? What you eating? Or are you still sleeping and dreaming? I might go for number 3, but it's gonna taste sick. Right then, I'll be like, get that shit away from my dick. Only messing. I don't eat with that. Okay? I use my mouth. Mind, body, and soul. I never go south when I'm eating my cereal. What the fuck is the rhyme with cereal again? I remember there was one, Ice Cube had one. Oh yeah. I don't know why the fuck you're all so damn material. You're trying to watch me eat my cereal. I like my Cocoa Pops Saturday morning only. Too much of that shit and you'll end up feeling lonely. Why? Because you're fat and depressed. Sugar and you grow breasts. Even as a man. You can't be eating that shit all the time. Vegetables is where it's at.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
Doodle Broodle says Assange is fucked. I don't know about that. I'd say he's run out of luck. Those dickheads in the embassy kicked him out and made him go to jail. Now he's in a cell, crying like a fucking whale that's been harpooned by the Japanese. They wanted to kill them and put them in their fucking bowls of Chinese noodles. Doodle Broodle, thanks for the tip. I really enjoy it when you're looking and you give me the little quips. Also, that guy Stevie B's in town. He's got a $5 and he's spending it around like he's Donald Brown. Do you know that big fucking... the lad who's the American president, Donald Brown? Thanks very much, Stevie B. Morning. You old snake. What's the story? Are you waking and bake? Ing? I hope not. Make sure you've got your fucking roll. And eat that faster than a fucking snot gets wiped off your face. Because they're gonna come after you and rock your place when they find out that you've been wiping snot off your face.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
Thanks, Stevie B.
Thanks.
Davey L is
I'll
in the
fight
gaff.
with that.
I want to say something, but don't laugh. I think that you're sound and it's really nice that you come in here and spend your cash thrice. In the past week alone, I'd imagine. Nice guy. What's happened? I think you're sound, and I really appreciate the love that you're throwing around the town.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
Another person that has caught my eye is that fella called Fat Boy. He came flying by with a 3 spot in the house, helping me defeat the mouse inside the car. I've got rodent infestations. Your mother said that it was something to do with the nation. Or is it the countryside, is it? The mice are fucking let fly. They can go around and do what they want. They don't have any cause for concern, and they're not worried about getting caught. But if you leave a piece of cheese, those cats can sneeze. Because they love the stuff. And once they eat it, they get trapped. And then they're feeling rough, because they've got a fucking piece of metal up there against their neck. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes if you're a mouse. You should have been hanging around inside my house. Get the fuck out and stay in your field, okay? How do you think it feels when I come down to eat my porridge in the morning and the bag is being opened up by your teeth and I'm yawning, wanting to get some cereal? But I can't because there's mouse shit all over and I'm feeling ill. I'm gonna put some poison down and I'll never see you again. Thanks very much, Fat Boy. I'm from another dimension. I'm kind of a freak, it's true. So then you spit in lines, it means that I'm spitting cubes. You must have had a mouth full of pubes when you wrote that, Fat Boy, because it doesn't even rhyme, man. A bit like that. What the fuck is up with that? How's about a slap?
Spiders.
I don't know why you're so obsessed with me.
Is that the best you can come up with?
Oh yeah,
Is that the best you can come up with?
that's a great diss.
Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with?
Lyrically, I'm wasted. Hanging outside in this car, I'm gonna end up getting basted
Is that the best you can come up with?
by all you mother fudgers out there with your turkey basters. I look at you and I just see wasters trying to diss my flow. You know where you can go? To hell.
Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with?
I'm only messing. I'm not fessing. I got the Smith & Wesson. I told you about that a few minutes back. I like to shoot crows with it up the town. I'm not lying. Drive around, you see enough of those fuckers in the air. Give them a little time to fly away like they don't even care, and then blast them. Pop, pop, pop. Crow go bye-bye. And I'm saying hi to Michael Murray in the chat. Pratt, Angonia, Georgia Sherwood, what the fuck is that? That you're saying to me? He is goddamn. What does that mean? He's good, is it?
Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with?
Laura Carberry, how's it going? When's your book coming out? Trials and tribulations of being a small-time hash dealer. I don't know. Never thought about that myself. I haven't got a book deal yet, but I talked to Barnes & Noble. They said get to fuck. You're not a literary pup. We got people coming out of the fucking bookwork like bookworms, out of the woodwork like bookworms, and they've got the talent to show. But you have only got flow. Get back into your Almira and drive around and put on a show on a Saturday morning with your Cocoa Pops bowl. Then come back to us when you've done that, and we'll have a little chat about that book that Carberry was talking about. And then I'll shout, get the fuck, man, I'm out.
Is that the best you can come up with?
You are a liar. Don't obsess with me all the time.
You are a liar. You have been peddling lies.
The shit that I'm spitting is legit. Fire lighters. I'm not a tit. I like to come out every morning and pull the window down and stop yawning. I've used that one a few times. It's old now, and it's a crime to recycle rhymes. The piece of shit Barry does a good tea bag. Now I'm drinking coffee, feeling like a hag. Not the other one I was gonna reach for. You don't want to end up saying a bad slur. Otherwise, you'll get done. Someone will clip it, stick it up. The guards will be knocking on the door. And the liberal left, cunts on Twitter, saying, listen man, you need to get the fuck out of here. You don't belong on the internet. You can't even rhyme. And you're a cheeky get.
Is that the best you can come up with?
Yeah,
Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with?
it is.
Is that the best you can come up with?
Alright.
Is that the best you can come up with?
Leave me alone, man. I'm just doing my best out here in the west of Ireland. Saturday morning vibes. We don't even have people who rhyme. We got Shanna Key and the trad music, but we don't have anyone to use or lose it. I'm in the corner of my Almira again. It's never gonna end. I don't need to upgrade to a Skyline or an Nismo or a fucking Viper or a fucking Dodge Charger anytime soon. Cause the insurance on those are for goons. You'd need a whole fucking mortgage to pay for the car just in a year. And then all the dickheads on the street will cheer, saying, look at your man with his class car. I wish I was him. Not. It's just another arsenal, is another weapon they have. Ah, for fuck!
Is that the best you can come up with?
Spiders. Thanks for the tip. I'll buy a pint with that.
Thanks for the tip. I'll buy a pint with that. Thanks for the tip. I'll buy a pint with that. I'll buy a pint with that. I'll buy a pint with that.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
Schwindy Boo, how are you? Thanks very much for the tip, my friend. The rhymes will never end. Hopefully they will though, cause it's getting tough. I don't know how the boys over in Compton do it, they must have it rough. Are they born with it, I wonder? I'll tear their arses asunder. That sounded gay. Listen, I was just trying to say something that rhymed. Turned out the thing that rhymed sounded gay. And that doesn't even rhyme. So why are you looking at me all the time? Making me feel like I should be off.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
Doing some time. That's right. Rhyme time with time. The new way to go. If you
Fuck you,
get stuck
Deputy
in the
Stag.
middle of your flow, try and just say the same thing you said before. No one will notice. Apple core.
Spiders.
You have been peddling lies. Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with?
Thanks for the tip. It means so much that I can come onto the stream and employ my tender touch, lyrically speaking. You're all just weaklings compared to me when I'm trying to spit bars like a real MC. In my Nissan Almira. Don't wear it out, yeah. As I said, Bagheera was my favorite kind of bear, animated or otherwise. He was very wise. I don't tell no lies. He was educating that kid Mowgli who had girl's hair, and he was into smoking the peace pipe. That's what they do out there in the jungle. They have no fucking PlayStation or PCs or game stations or police stations. What rhymes with station anyway? What kind of nation was that he was swinging around in anyway? India, was it? Rudyard Kipling and the boys. Mr. Kipling made some nice pies. Every Christmas I eat them and I don't lie, because Santa won't come down that chimney and I want those presents in me. I used to eat my presents on a morning on the 25th of December. went to hospital, it was nearly the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Duffy is in the house. 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 Fixing everybody's problems every day at 2:45 in a Dublin kind of way. How are you, Mary? Sure. How are you, Mary? Sure. Good afternoon. Sure. Good afternoon. Sure. Joe Duffy, thanks for the tip. But I heard you're on 450 grand a year, so I mean, it's not hard to let a few quid slip into the trucker box or the Nissan box. That'll go towards some new petrol uptown later on when I'm drifting. I ain't shifting. Lies. But I will be shifting litres of milk that I stole from that truck last night. Those guys at dawn don't know what hit them. Sneaky boy slithered inside their transit van, and then I had to hide with 5 crates of milk and that box of silk I keep telling you about. That isn't a lie, it really was there. It's not just cause it rhymes with milk. I'm not even, who do you think I am, Acker Bilk? That's a jazz reference, you probably won't get it. Because you've been listening to the latest tunes, so don't sweat it. If you go into the back catalogue of YouTube, you'll see music from 50s, 60s, 70s, and you'll feel like a boob. Why? Because you never even listened to some of the most original tunes in the world. You're all girls. Alright?
Is that the best you can come up with?
Yeah.
Is that the best you can come up with?
It is, yeah.
Is that the best you can come up with?
It is.
Is that the best you can come up with?
Of course, yeah.
Is that the best you can come up with?
Yes.
Is that the best you can come up with?
It is, yeah. And that was no offense intended at girls.
I love women. I'm mad about women. I've been married 3 times. I'm infatuated with women.
Neil Martin, how are you? Hope you're not farting after all those Newgate beans you've been eating and not sleeping. Those things make you gassy. And your ass is grassy. Why? Because you're Spanish. And you keep saying thank you all the time, which in their lingo is grassy ass. So I must banish you from the rhyme zone, because I can't rhyme anything else with Spanish over than banish, and maybe vanish, which will be what will happen when you're banished. Vanish is a nice kind of thing you use to spray on all the shit to get rid of the dirt, the mold, limescale grease, mildew and stuff. But if you use Sillet Bang, then you're definitely gonna be looking not rough. You'll be looking spick and span. Cause the shine that gives all your stuff, your fucking Armitage shanks, your porcelain and your bowls, it makes them look buff. You could eat your dinner off it. And then your Cocoa Pops, soon after you can eat the Cocoa Pops too.
Is that the best you can come up with?
It is, yeah.
Is that the best you can come up with?
It is,
Is that the
unfortunately,
best
yeah.
you can come up with?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Is that the best you can come up with?
It is, yeah.
Is that the best you can come up with?
I was looking for some rhymes to rhyme with vanish. Scott Ferner said manish. I was eating those Cocoa Pops earlier on. I was feeling a little bit Kevin Kilbanish. Lewis Rooney says Fontanish. Eat your beans, watch your streams. Join the teams out here stealing cash machines. Bastardo. You must be in the raw, you know. Put the rhymes into the chat box. I'll try and do my best to box. Lyrically speaking, these rhymes are so clean they're squeaking. Yeah.
Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with?
Sarah Mitch, thank you very much. You got the €3 touch.
Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with?
I don't know why you're so obsessed with me. I don't know why you're so obsessed with me. I don't know why you're so obsessed with me.
See this now.
One is digging underground. Or have they
Okay. We're gonna play a game now. Bada bing. Yes. All right.
You are a liar. You are a liar.
Cocoa Pops are nice, but I have to think twice. If I don't get Crunchy Nut, Conor Martin says his wrists will be cut. You won't want to do that. It's bad. You'll be feeling like a cat, meowing all the time. 'Cause you're covered in slime. Where are the rhymes, guys? I asked for rhymes in the chat. No one's got any of that. You're talking a load of shite. Barbicide. Randy Leahy, good morning. How are you? Great to see you. Empty bowl of rice. Half the price. Sorry, it's what I know best.
You have been peddling lies. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother.
Okay.
You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother.
You got no rhymes and you got no brain. Congratulations, Mr. Fontaine. Solving crimes all the time at night. I watched that, it was shite. Compared to my streams, Fontaine hasn't got nothing, he's just living in dreams. As far as I'm concerned, the guy is loaded. Not in a good way either. He should have been scolded as a child. He didn't get slapped enough. You shouldn't hit kids. That's just a myth. If you think that that's right, then you're riffing on some bad shit. Dane Bowers is doing sets and decks down Ballintool way. It's oral sex in your ears. Give up 3 cheers for the Bower Man. He's got the power, man. Come on. Bada bada bing, bada boom, left a dog in the room for days and went away. And when I came back, it had no teeth and it was in a negative way. But hey, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. When you're tumble drying, wumbles.
Is that the best you can come up with?
Well done, Doodle Broodle, nice.
Is that the best you can
Covered
come up
in
with?
slime, rhyming all the time. I'm feeling nice, it ain't a crime. Brian J says he finally caught a stream, had to stay up till 4 a.m. cause he's overseas, probably dreaming. In his head. 4 a.m, what the fuck time is that? Where would that be? 6 hours behind us. Probably over there in fucking United States of Americanus. Like Thomas Aquinas. Connor Martin wants a Cocoa Pops and boxing. But I've had too many boxes of Cobra Toxin. And now I'm detoxing. By Daddy says he'll drop rhymes if you give him some dimes. But there ain't no crime like the present. You hammered your mother.
You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother.
You ain't getting a dime until we hear a Fontaine rhyme, says Lewis Rooney. Boo boo baroony. Wah wah. I don't care, I'm living in my car. Got electric windows, and I'm feeling like a star in a Nissan Almera. I told you about my favorite Disney cat, his name's Bagheera, or was he a bear? Who cares? I wouldn't even dare question my authority. I'm the realest MC you've ever seen or heard. And if you've got a microphone, you should get on it because you're gonna be feeling like a bird when you fly. It's soaring in the sky. I'll be cheering you on and going, that's my guy or girl. There's no sexism in this car. 5-0 are coming outside to arrest me for my rhymes. They say I'm lyrically too hot and that I need to get into the schlammer time and think about what I've got. All those crazy, crazy rhymes, killer beats and hard slime. Fuck me, man. Right, is that the best you can come up with?
Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? You hammered your mother. 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 You hammered your mother.
Thanks for the tip. I'll buy a pint with that.
Bastardo, thanks for the tip. I'll buy a pint with that. I'll buy a pint with that. Was gonna go away and play some games, but then I saw the tip from Bastardo and I felt ashamed. I had to come back and spit some rhymes for the times that Bastardo's been watching me do these crimes. Inside my Almera, my favorite cat from the Jungle Book was Bagheera, but it turns out he was a bear. I got it wrong, but I don't think you care because you're witnessing the ultramatic flow of the snake in the car and you don't want him to go. That's why you're tipping really nicely, because you like the pricely that you have to pay to hear these rhymes that I say. That Dom Milk truck got fucked up last night. Listen, I'm not gay. And even if it was the case, it wouldn't matter because we're all the same race. And also, if you'd like to drink milk, I'm selling that shit out of the box for a can of silk. Or even I'll swap it for a bottle of Lilt. Don't drink that shit all the time though. I heard a rumor that it's gonna lower your sperm count and make you feel like you're feeling low, because you won't be able to reproduce. You won't have any juice. And your dick will feel loose.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Thanks for the tip. I'll
Don
buy a pint with that.
gave me £5 there today. Made me feel like I was in an extra special way. One of the best MCs on this YouTube platform you'll ever see. Okay, I drive a Kia Ceed on a weekend. I spread my weed all around this town. The shit'll never end. Why? Because it's illegal. And if they had any sense, they'd change that law, because the amount of revenue that you'll get would fucking have you applauded in the doll when you're smoking on that legal shit. No CBD, I ain't thick. I like the THC pure 23% stuff. Lemon haze, I'm never feeling rough on that Sunday morning trip. Brain Schlug in the chat, what's the crack with you, son?
Yeah.
A little €1, I'm gonna use that to buy a hot cross bun when I'm uptown in Sintra later on by my roll. That's how I roll. Yes, I just rhymed roll with roll. You gonna arrest me, are you? Go score a goal, like Niall Quinn back in the day, Italian 90.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. 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 Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Was that you I seen chasing waterfalls last day? How are you getting on? You made it into the fucking the internet anyways then. Look, nice to see you, and if you're around later on, you wanna come for a few drinks, we're heading back to mine. Well, say we, it's just myself and the dog.
And the dog.
Take it easy.
I'm in a ditch full of gravel and vinegar. I've 2 sons, and neither of the cunts are a winner. Taught email to climb the slime, but they brought back a lime. No scurvy, but would have preferred a quail, starving. Hank Marvin, the biggest snake in here in the room, and you're harving a laugh, trying to give me those rhymes. I'm gonna spit them back at you with the crime. No NCT on the Almira. Padre Pio gave me all the coverage I need, yeah. St. Francis in the glove box, and the prayer for the thoughtful in the top of the fucking shit where you put the shades. Look at where my hand goes out the window there. That's a glitch. Should have sorted that out, but the fucking green screen's a bitch. Also, when you're trying to edit on the video without using the fucking Adobe Premiere Pro, you don't have access to all the After Effects tools you need. So you have to do with what you got, which is just a seed compared to some of the bigger, more kind of floral programs that you can download and buy. The Adobe Creative Suite costs a lot of money, which I need to keep to eat, so I download it from the Pirate Bay, use a VPN every day. That way the authorities can't pray that they'll find you or hide you. You gotta hide yourself. Government's watching. You got Mark Zuckerberg up there in Facebook with Kelso 219 with the 5 piece. That's sweet. And Nice, like the town in France. It's really expensive. Or the biscuit that you buy down the shop for your tea. You're listening to me, and I feel appreciative of that fact. And thanks very much. What are you at? Gonna give you some rhymes for your ass. Doesn't even rhyme. Are you gonna fucking tell the guards I committed a crime? They already went by. Earlier on, didn't even arrest me. They haven't got anything, because I don't even confess any sins when I'm in the cell. Told them to go to hell. I've got a Smith & Wesson in the glove box, and if they want to have a look, then they can come and open it up. Yeah, alright, yeah. How's the job hunt going, Francis? I don't know. I'm just eating molasses inside of my car. Saturday morning vibes. Eamon De Valera is trying to scare you. Says Jam at the Great. What are you doing, man? Spreading your hate. Adobe makes me sad and lonely. Eating Cocoa Pops in the kitchen on my own. Adam Callahan, the best bars that I've ever had. Go and buy a slice of ham for yourself. I want to say thanks very much to Kelso 219, Brainslug, Don Bastardo, Sarah Mitch, Neil Martin, Joe Duffy, Schwindy Boo, Fat Boy, Davey L, Steve VB, Scott Fenner, and that guy Michael C donated €1 earlier on. Recycling crimes, doing rhymes. Also the Kings of Camberwell, Dr. Oker, and Mr. Fontaine. Feeling pain. Yeah, okay, I think we're done. I think that's it because this,
Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with?
you know.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Good luck.
You have been peddling lies about Limerick for the last 2.5 years. In every television station, in every newspaper, you have told lies about Limerick, about your mother, about Teresa Carmody.
Okay. Get these levels right, guys. Sorry. Just need to get these levels right.
About Willie Harold, you have done nothing but lied. You are a liar. You are a self-confessed liar. Teresa Carmody was 3 days away from her death when you wrote in your book that you had sexual intercourse with her. You never mentioned anywhere in your book sexual intercourse with her. You never mentioned anywhere in your book with her. Mentioned anywhere in your book that it was with her consent.
Yeah.
Was it with her consent, Frank?
Was it?
Frank? Was it with her consent? Was it with her consent, Frank? 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 Consent, Frank.
Was it?
Frank? Frank? Was it with
There
her
was no
consent?
Teresa Carmody. It's a made-up name.
It's a made up
It's
name.
not a made-up name. You named her mother. You're going to tell more lies
Tell
now,
more
are you?
lies.
There was no
Okay, that's number one.
Teresa
Number two,
Carmody.
at no
Just a
point-
minute, we're not finished.
Teresa Carmody.
Teresa
At no point-
Carmody.
at no
Teresa
point did
Carmody.
Take the third.
You've censored me before, Pat. You're not censoring me again. Teresa Carmody's parents. Teresa Carmody's parents. 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 Why, if this miserable childhood? Why, if this miserable child? 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 Right? You owe your mother an apology. Apology. Teresa Carmody's parents. Teresa Carmody's family at least. Number three, Frank. Why, if this miserable childhood that you had in Limerick, this so-called miserable childhood that you've isn't it? It's the case. Why did you not?
Frank was asked.
I can't believe.
Now he's got to. People in Limerick, go and help the poor of Limerick. Oh, there are 2 people in Limerick. Go and help the poor of 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 Limerick. Don't obsess with me all the time. You're there. Don't obsess with me all the time. Don't obsess with me all the time.
I like the way he looks at the camera when he says that.
Don't obsess with me all the time. You're there. You're in a city
You're
in
there.
Ireland, south of Ireland,
You're
and
in a
you're
city.
obsessed with me.
You're obsessed
and I'm
with
sure
me.
there are a few people
The
in
two women
when
you
they
named.
cast
Two women,
out
Frank.
casting
Two
calls
women.
for the movie in Limerick. Hundreds of people showed up. Then they
Love
brought
it,
their
love it.
children to be in
Why did you
Angela's
lie
Ashes.
about Willie
And if
Harold?
they
Willie
hated,
Harold.
they brought their children to be in
Why did you
Angela's
lie
Ashes.
about Willie
And if
Harold?
they hated in Limerick, hundreds of people showed up. In Limerick, hundreds of people showed up. Hundreds of people showed up. Hundreds of people showed up. Hundreds of people showed up.
How many people showed up, Frank?
Hundreds of people showed up.
Are you serious? How many exactly?
Hundreds of people showed up.
No way. I wonder how many people actually showed up.
They called for the movie.
Ah, fuck.
Hundreds of people showed up. Then they brought their children to be an
Why did you lie about Willie
And
Harreld?
if they hated the
lie
book
about
and the
Willie
movie,
Harreld?
why were
Why
they
did you
auditioning
lie
for this
about
horrible
Willie
movie?
Harreld? You said Willie Harreld.
Jerry,
You said Willie Harreld. You said
I want to go
Willie
down here. I
Harreld.
want to go down here.
Yes.
What is
About Willie
movie?
Harreld. You said Willie Harreld. Willie Harreld. Willie Harreld. Willie Harreld. It's Willie Harreld.
Jerry,
You
Jerry,
said
Jerry.
Willie Harreld. It's Willie Harreld. It's Willie Harreld. It's Willie Harreld.
Jerry,
You said Willie Harreld.
Jerry,
You
Jerry.
said Willie Harreld. You said Willie Harreld.
Jerry,
You
Jerry,
said
Jerry.
Willie
I
Harreld.
made a
You
mistake.
said
I wanna go
Willie
down here.
Harreld. You said Willie Harreld.
Jerry,
You
Jerry,
said
Jerry.
Willie
I made a
Harreld.
mistake.
You said Willie Harreld. You said Willie Harreld.
Jerry,
You
Jerry.
said Willie
I made a
Harreld.
mistake.
You said
I wanna go
Willie
down here. I wanna-
Harreld. You said Willie Harreld.
Jerry,
You
Jerry.
said
I
Willie
made a
Harreld.
mistake.
You said Willie Harreld.
Jerry,
You
Jerry.
said Willie
I made a
Harreld.
mistake.
You said Willie Harreld.
Jerry,
You
Jerry.
said Willie
I made a
Harreld.
mistake.
You said Willie Harreld.
Jerry,
You
Jerry.
said Willie
I
Harreld.
made a
You
mistake.
said
I want to go
Willie
down here. I want to
Harreld.
go down here
You said.
because there's one thing I want to ask you. It's hang on, it's the
This man
question.
said.
It's the
I made a
question.
mistake,
Hang on.
yeah.
Most people watching this
He
have no
castigated.
idea of the people you're talking about because it's fine detail about Limerick. You've made your point that you think it's very inaccurate. But what
He's a
I'd
liar,
really like to know
not
is
inaccurate.
Alan Partridge.
why you are made your point that you're talking about because it's fine detail about Limerick. You've made your point that you think it's very inaccurate. But what I'd
liar,
really like to know
not
is
inaccurate,
why
lies.
you are so obsessed. I mean, the latest book is called Tis. You're bringing a book called Tisn't.
It's called Tis in My Ass.
Okay, write another book.
But who says my book? Who are happy that
at the moment
that
for
is
sex
a lie.
crimes. So Hamilton is in prison at the moment
That
for
is
sex
a lie.
crimes. So
That is a lie.
Hamilton is in prison at the moment
That
for
is
sex
a lie.
crimes.
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 And
Two
you're
women you-
obsessed with me, and I'm sure there are a few people
The
in
two
the
women you
when they
named.
sent out cast. Go at me, so obsessed with me. Don't you so obsessed with me? Don't you have so obsessed with me? Don't, why you're so obsessed with me? Why you're so obsessed with me? Why you're so so obsessed with me? Don't you have a life? Go ahead and live. Do something.
Women.
Go ahead. So now it's false obsessed with me. Go ahead and do something.
Women.
Think.
Women.
Think.
Women.
Think.
Women.
Think.
Women.
Think.
Women.
Think. 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 Think.
Women.
Go ahead. Find a cause. There are poor people in Limerick. Go and help the poor of Limerick. Don't obsess with me all the time. You're the poor of Limerick. Don't obsess with me all the time. Obsess with me all the time. You're there. You're in a city in Ireland. South there. You're in a city in Ireland. There. You're in a city in Ireland, south of Ireland,
The
and
two
you're
women you-
obsessed with me. And I'm sure there are a few people
The
in
two
the
women you
when they
named.
sent out casting calls for the
two-
movie in Limerick. Hundreds of people showed up. Then they brought.
You know these figures that are trotted out that relatively few taxpayers pay almost a half of the total income tax. So in order to get the kind of money that Jack's talking about, you have to actually drag in more people into the net. And you're saying
Drag in more people. Drag in more people. You have to actually drag in more people.
have to actually drag in more people into the net. And you're saying that the people earning 75 grand, say in a household of two working people, that they would have to be paying super tax effectively.
That's right.
Super
Jack,
tax.
that's
Super tax.
money that Jack's talking about. You have to actually drag in more.
Sorry, just get this. Get this. Get these levels right, sorry. I'm only trying to do my best for you on the Saturday morning, guys. I'm only trying to do my best. Okay. Drag in more people. Drag in more people.
Yes. So in order to get the kind of money that Jack's talking about, you have to actually drag in more people into the net and in more people into the drag in more people into the net and drag in more people into the net. And you're saying drag in more people into the net. And you're saying drag in more people into the net. And you're saying drag in more people into the net. And you're saying drag in more people into the net. And you're saying drag in more people into the net. And you're saying drag in more people into the net. And you're saying drag in more people into the net. And you're saying drag in more people into the net. And you're saying drag in more people into the net. And you're saying
Celtic's brother, how are you? Drag in more people. I might just put this out and do Saturday morning mega mix. Let me have a fucking look at this. Real hip hop. Bear with me for just one moment, please, while I try to find a clip to ease your anxiety. Let me have a look. Good morning, everyone. Bye, Deddy, Michael Murray, Connor Cronin, Killian Whelan, Sean Duggan. Teresa Carmody's after you. One sec now, I'll just VT you for a sec while I fucking get all my ducks in order for the mega mix. When I slither home after a hard day out in the fields, there's nothing I like more than lashing a few stick-ins into the fireplace and setting fire to them. Be careful not to burn your hands like I did. While I'm waiting for that baby to get going, I do a few rolls on the ground and a few reptilious repetitions just to get the blood flowing. Once those flames are licking high, it's time to stick your coal in it. You can generate extra draftage by using your gooch as a waft. Now all that's left is to sit back and warm your sack by the flames. This message was brought to you by Firelighters.
I see they're building a brand new castle uptown. The bridge that goes over to it was built by my grandfather's owl pair. Took them a long time too, real Connemara stone. Great sheep out that way. Also, if you want a Joyce country sheepdog, just ask me about it. There won't be anything in this castle for a few years until it's fully recommended or realised. But as soon as it's built, we're planning on filling the fucking thing full of sheep. If anybody wants in on this, now's the time. We're building this shit from the ground up. And I ain't gonna take any stragglers. You're either into sheep or you're not. Put your letter on a fucking postcard to me and let's get this place fucking full of wool. She's gonna be nice, boys. She's gonna be nice. Did you see the fucking moon rock that was spinning around up at the crossroads last night? Piece of shit had the audacity to call your father a fucking balloon. I tell you this now. The next time I see that piece of moon rock floating around up a fucking alleyway on its own, I'll make hands in the cunt.
Aerodynamics. Have you ever wondered how the wind scoops the back of a cyclist as he cuts through the air? Neither have I. But let's have a think about this. If we look up at his chest and his head, we notice that his pineal gland, agus his thigh and knee bone, come together in a kind of motion which creates a wind swoop down his back. When the gay cyclists attack, one goes behind and to the back, which creates an overarching gay slipstream, known in some circles, sordid or otherwise, as a glipstream. Now, if you're being chased by the gay cyclists, don't leave yourself wide open because they will penetrate that weakness and you will be left scratching your head at the back. What the hell am I doing here? I was up there a minute ago. Now, diagonal wind blades will make a scene. Try not to panic. As well, if you're being flanked by the buckos, don't be thinking twice about it. Just because they're a different sexual orientation to you doesn't mean they're interested in you. And that's just vanity personified if you do think that. Now, final lesson. Piggy in the middle. This is a fucking tough one. You want to get yourself out of this peanut as fast as you can open the Christmas cracker on the 25th of December. But the other thing I want to tell you is, their strategy has worked. They've got you where they want you, right up the top, pedaling away, your arse in their face. Best of luck with the finish line.
This is my city. I own this town. Welcome to my town. You stupid idiot, you're in the wrong town now. You shouldn't have even left your own town. This is my city. Welcome to my city. This is a great city, yeah. Manhattan, yeah?
C is for cola. This little drink doesn't rot your teeth. In fact, it makes you stronger. Every drink is a little sip towards the rest of your life being class. So there you have it. Cola. Remember, it doesn't fucking rot your teeth. Have you got earwax as big as this floating around inside your ear canal? You need to get down to Viper's Earwax fucking consultancy. We'll explain to you what you need to do with it. But can you hear us? Because your fucking ear is blocked up. So, we throw in an extra little bit of a service for you as well. We get rid of the stuff that's inside the canal. All you got to do is lay down on the bed we've laid out for you. We'll put you to sleep, and when you wake up, everything will be gone. Everything will be gone.
About Limerick for the last 2.5 years. In every television station, in every newspaper, you have told lies about Limerick, about your mother, about Teresa Carmody. Newspaper lies about Limerick, about your mother. Lies about Limerick, about your mother, about Teresa Carmody, about Willie Harold. You have done nothing but lied.
Again, from the charges.
You seem to have a morbid fascination for necrophilia.
I do, I like women.
Morbid fascination for necrophilia.
I do, I like women.
Morbid fascination for necrophilia.
I do, I like women.
For necrophilia.
If you don't mind.
Fascination for necrophilia.
I do, I like women.
You seem to have a morbid fascination for necrophilia.
I do, I like women.
For necrophilia.
If you don't mind, I like women.
Necrophilia.
I love women. like women.
Necrophilia.
If you don't mind, I like women.
Necrophilia.
If you
Necrophilia.
don't mind, I like women. If you
Necrophilia.
don't mind, I like women. If
Necrophilia.
you don't mind, I like women. If
Necrophilia.
you don't mind, I like women.
Necrophilia.
If 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 you don't mind, I like women.
Necrophilia.
I love women. I'm mad about women. I've been married 3 times, and the one I'm married to now is going to last forever
Women.
because I'm infatuated.
That's his wife. I love women. I'm infatuated with women. I've been married 3 times. And it just cuts to a shot of his wife. Like this. But, where were we? Oh, yeah.
With women.
Women
and to
who are
protect
3
my
minutes
own
away
wife,
from
I
their
make
death.
up a false name. I don't know why you're so obsessed with me. So obsessed with me. Don't you have a lot obsessed with me? Me. Don't you have a life? Me. Don't you have a life? Go ahead and live. Do something.
Women.
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 Women. Women. Women. Women.
Go ahead. Find a cause. There are poor people in Limerick. Go and help the poor of Limerick. Don't obsess with me all the time. You're there. You're in a city and help the poor of Limerick. Don't and help the poor of Limerick. Don't people in Limerick. Go and help the poor of Limerick. Don't obsess with me all the time. Don't obsess with me all the time. Don't obsess with me all the time. Don't obsess with me all the time.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
There.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
Drag in more people into the net. Drag in more people into the net. And you drag in more people into the net. And you're saying, drag in more people into the net. And you're saying, drag in more people into the drag in more people into the net. And you're saying, drag in more people into the net. And you're saying, drag in more people into the net. And you're saying, drag in more people into the net. And you're saying, drag in more people into the net. And you're saying, drag in more people into the net. And you're saying, drag in more people into the net. And you're saying, drag in more people into the net. And you're saying, drag in more people into the net. And you're saying, drag in more people into the net. And you're saying,
fuck you, Deputy Stag.
Spiders.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
Spiders.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
Spiders.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
drag in more people into the net. And you're saying that the people earning 75 grand, say in a household of 2 working people, that they would have to be paying super tax effectively.
That's right. That's
Jack,
right.
that's... I built my house in 1988. Like, why is that a trophy house? I built my house in 1988. I built my house in 1988.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
I built my house in 1988.
Fuck you, Deputy
I built my
Stag.
house in 1988.
Fuck you, Deputy
I
Stag.
built my house in 1988.
Fuck you,
I
Deputy
built my
Stag.
house in 1988.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
I built my house in 1988. I built my house in 1988. Like, why is that a trophy house?
No, well, I
don't want... I built my house in 1988.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
I built my house in 1988.
Fuck you, Deputy
I built my
Stag.
house in 1988. I built my 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 house in 1988. Like, why is that a trophy house?
No, well, I
Come on, I don't want this kind of crap coming out.
I think that
Look at his face. Look at his face.
I think that
Look.
I think that
Can we pause that? We get that? Look. We need a slow-mo of that face. Slow-mo of that face.
Don't you have a life? Don't you have a life? Don't you have a life?
Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? You are a liar. You are a liar.
The kind of house that would be a large, high profile type of house. High would be a large, high would be a large, would be a large, high 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 would be a large, high.
You are a liar.
High would be a large.
You are a liar.
Would be a large, high profile type of house.
High profile type of house, yeah?
Ministers and their corrupt system. Your RTE and the Elite 20 pontificate against ministers and their corrupt system. Ministers and their corrupt system. Your RTE and the Elite 20 top players do not deserve the money they get. And you need to be confronted for your moralising and your hypocrisy.
You are a liar.
600,000 and
you
at
are
the
a
boom
liar.
time you're earning 900,000 Pat. 600,000 and at the boom time you're earning 900,000 and at the boom thousand and at the boom time you're earning 900,000 time boom time the boom time the boom time
you are a liar.
The boom time.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
You've had your day, you've lived your high life. Now I'm going off to sue an old woman for a field minister, and anything she does she'll be removed from office. When will you be accountable for the 600,000? When is you going to be accountable? You've had your day, you've lived your high life.
Rachel, thanks very much.
You don't have the situation.
Okay, Minister, thank you very much for joining us. Hi.
Take up that glass.
Bill Cullen, hi. 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 Bill Cullen, hi.
I'd love to take up that glass for Mark, Pat.
Yeah.
That's 100 years. Doesn't matter what it is. I worked for nothing for many times just to get a job. Isn't it better than staying in bed all day? 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 Better than not working at all? If you go and get a job, you're going to get experience. The one thing that young people don't have coming out of college
Fuck
today
you, Deputy
is the people
Stag.
skills and the working.
Fuck you,
These are
Deputy
way ahead
Stag.
of where we were at your age. Way ahead of
Fuck you,
just have
Deputy
to
Stag.
take that and use it and bring it out and be seen to be able to do it. This programme started off Pat, with someone saying, have we crippled a generation? We've challenged a generation. We're challenging a generation. That's what we're doing. We're challenging a generation. That's what we're doing. We're challenging a generation. That's what we're doing. We're challenging you with issues that you have to stand up and take on. And if you go back to my time, what do instead? Right. Do instead. Right. 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 Right.
Good evening, gay.
Right.
Good evening, gay.
Right. Right.
Good evening, gay.
Right. Right.
Good evening, gay.
Right. Right. Well, are you working? You have to learn new skills. Somebody else, was it you? You have to learn. You have to. Working. Right. Working. Well, are you working? 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 Yet I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to try and say.
Okay, what do you want to say? Yeah. Okay, what do you want? Okay, what do you want to say? Yeah.
I'm a trainer in the Seed Centre in Clondalkin, and the people that I
give them the confidence to believe in themselves that they can do it.
All right, yes, you want to say something.
Let's
hear some more. Yes, what do you want to say?
Blame somebody else.
Yeah.
Get out and do it yourself.
I tell young people
Don't be
to
blaming.
vote, to vote, and if
There's
the
nothing to do
parents
with the
watching
vote.
tonight,
They're all
drag
the
your kids
same.
out and vote.
On the first suggestion of
What the fuck is this?
Welcome back. For decades,
Beat up my men, we. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? 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 What the fuck is this?
Pat Cox MEP here.
What the fuck is
Pat Cox MEP here.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Pat Cox MEP here.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Pat Cox MEP here.
What the fuck is this?
Pat Cox MEP here.
What the fuck is this?
Pat Cox MEP
What
here.
the fuck is this?
Pat Cox MEP here.
What the fuck is this?
Pat Cox MEP here.
What the fuck is this?
Good evening, gay.
What the fuck is this?
Hello, line 4, good evening.
What the fuck is this?
Hello, line 4, good evening.
What the fuck is this?
Hello, line 4, good evening.
What the fuck is this?
Hello, line 4, good evening.
What the fuck is this?
Hello, line 4, good evening.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Hello, line 4, good evening.
What the fuck is this? Beat up my men, we.
The dose of laryngitis. The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is?
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this?
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this?
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this?
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this?
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this?
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this?
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this?
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this?
Hello, line 4, good evening.
What the fuck is this?
Hello, line 4, good evening.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Hello, line 4, good evening. Hello, line 4, good evening.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this?
Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
What the fuck is this?
Fuck you, Deputy
What
Stike.
the fuck is this?
Fuck
What
you,
the fuck
Deputy
is
Stike.
this? What the fuck is this?
Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
What the fuck is this?
Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
What the fuck is this?
Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
What the fuck is this?
Spiders.
What the fuck is this?
Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
What the fuck is this?
Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
What the fuck is this?
Fuck you. Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
What the fuck is this?
You hammered your mother.
What the fuck is this?
You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother.
What the fuck is this?
You hammered your mother.
What the fuck is this?
You hammered your mother.
What the fuck is this?
You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother.
What the fuck is this?
You hammered your mother.
What the fuck is this?
You hammered your mother.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Is that the best you can come up with?
What the fuck is this?
You are a liar.
What the fuck is this?
You
Beat up
are
my
a
men.
liar. You are a liar. You are a liar.
Don't you have a life? What the fuck is this?
You are a liar. You are
What the
a
fuck?
liar.
What the fuck is? What the fuck is this?
You are a liar.
What the fuck is this?
You have been peddling lies.
What the fuck is this?
You've peddled your lies all over the world.
What the fuck is this?
That is a total and absolute lie.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Number 2, Frank McCourt.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know why you're so obsessed with me.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Hello, line 4, good evening.
Greatly enhanced his reputation.
What the fuck is this?
Greatly
Beat up
enhanced
my
his
men.
reputation. Greatly enhanced his reputation.
What the fuck is this?
Laryngitis, Pat.
What the fuck is this?
Greatly enhanced his reputation.
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this?
The dose of laryngitis.
What the fuck is this?
Laryngitis, Pat.
What the fuck is this?
The dose of laryngitis.
Laryngitis, Pat. Laryngitis, Pat.
What the fuck is this?
Pat Cox MEP here.
What the fuck is this?
Pat Cox MEP here.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
Pat Cox MEP here.
What the fuck is this?
Okay? Okay? Okay?
What the fuck is this?
Kind of money that Jack's talking about, you have to actually drag in more people into the net. Drag in more people into the net. And you're saying that
All right. Misery.
Again? 10 hours
Time.
later.
from before you were born.
You told
No, I
Freddie
said my
Harris
own
to...
cause. There are 70 people that are contemporaries of.
Can I also
Angela
suggest to you that
McCourt, with all due respect to him, was a very close friend of Frank McCourt.
No, he was. I met him
I
just
can't
before he
believe- I
died.
can't believe a
I
word
didn't
out
know
of him. I'm sorry,
Jim
I don't
Hemme.
Sure, again from the charges.
The lanes.
Can I?
Angel of the lanes. Angel of the lanes. Angel of the lanes. Angela McCourt as the angel of the lanes. Angela McCourt as the angel of the lanes. Angel of the lanes. Angel of the lanes. Angel of the lanes. The 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 angel of the lanes.
Fuck you, Deputy Stein.
The angel of the lanes. The angel of the lanes.
Spiders.
The angel of the lanes. The angel of the lanes. Angela McCourt.
that the late Jim Kemmy thought that
The angel of the lanes.
Can I also
Angela
suggest to you
McCourt.
that the late Jim Kemmy thought that Frank's book
Jim
was
Kemmy
an
is-
accurate description of the way things were
Jim
in the
Kemmy.
Limerick of their mutual youth.
Jim Kemmy, with all due respect to him, was a
Of their mutual youth.
Jim Kemmy, with all due respect to him, was a very close friend of Frank McCourt.
No, he wasn't. I didn't meet
Yes,
him
he
till
was.
just before he died.
He was.
I met him just before he died.
I can't believe a
So
word
you're
out
a
of your
liar.
mouth. You're a liar.
I met him just
can't
before he
believe- I
died.
can't believe a
I
word
didn't
out
know
of your mouth. I'm sorry,
Jim
I don't
Kemmy.
believe you.
Jim Kemmy.
You're a liar.
I'm not sure who the audience are applauding, by the way, but I must let Frank get back in from the charges to respond to the charges you've made.
There were the name.
When I slither home after a hard day out in the fields, there's nothing I like more than lashing a few stick-ins into the fireplace and setting fire to them. Be careful not to burn your hands like I did. While I'm waiting for that baby to get going, I do a few rolls on the ground and a few reptilious repetitions just to get the blood flowing. Once those flames are licking high, it's time to stick your coal in it. You can generate extra draftage by using your gooch as a waft. Now all that's left is to sit back and warm your sack by the flames. This message was brought to you by Firelighters.
Did you see the big blob of tar that was fucking floating around doing a spin up in town? It's the last time someone does that in my area. I'll make hands of the cunt.
You're fucked.
Good night and God bless. Rest in pieces.
You're fucked.
Good night and God bless.
You're fucked.
Rest in pieces.
You're fucked.
Good night and God bless. Rest in pieces.
Ba 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 ba. The real estate broker in the shadows. Welcome to the games. Welcome to the mainframe games. We've this book up in the hotel room here. He's doing God's work, trying to help me out. Last time we seen him now, he was showing off his prosthetic hand. We'll watch this fucking scene again. Nice plush bathroom. Very nice shower. Tattoo needs colouring in. That'll cost a lot of money. But that's the money that we're gonna make today. You gotta stream big. You've not eaten, have you? Bit of breakfast there for you. Look at the state of that, man. Fucking, you've got a chop. You've got a few chips. There's a few green beans. A few sliced carrots. A bit of bread. A nicely arranged bit of fucking ham on asparagus. A bowl of soup. It's all going on in Japan. They have it all sussed out. Sorry, but I don't have an appetite. Not big on taking food from strangers. And that's a lesson y'all gotta remember. Never accept food from strangers. Smooth face on him. That book has a smooth face. Look at how smooth his face is. You could eat your dinner off his fucking forehead. Not a drop of grease on it. I'd say he moisturizes that fucking kyown day in, day out. I'd say he uses L'Oreal, anti-aging oil of Olay. He sneaks into the fucking old lady's bathroom and robs her Olay. That's what he does. That's what these lads do, Beat. The Yakuza. They think they're all hard as nails, but they're soft as shite. Best of luck, Yakuza. Best of luck. Where are my clothes? Smooth face.
クリーニングさせています。すぐにお返ししますよ。立花さんだったな。ええ。ご安心ください。私は堅気の人間です。
Spiders.
カムロ町で
Spiders.
不動産屋を営んでいます。
Spiders. Spiders. Spiders.
料理
Spiders.
本当に食べないんですか？
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
右手は義手です。無作法なのはご容赦を。数年前に失ってから寒くなると痛みます。不思議なもので。
Look at the way he's put a bib on himself. Not very Yakuza-like.
四六時中痛みを我慢。
Not very hard of you, man, to be wearing a fucking bib. What are you? Are you a baby, is it? Is that what you do be doing? Baby stuff. Are you a baby, man? You've all the money in the world, but you're a baby. You look like a baby, man. You've all the tools of the trade, but you carry yourself off like a toddler. You have a bib. Where's your rattle? Where's your rattle in your fucking cage? Nobody puts baby in a cage. Where's his bib gone? Now look, the bib has disappeared.
実はあなたもよくご存知のある花もその登場花女でしてね。
Tojo, is it?
何の話をしてる？
What are you on about?
ひまわりですよ。
The sunflower.
ひまわりのあの大きな花はたくさんの小さな花の集まりなんです。
A bib is not the sign of a confident man. Oh, I'm gonna turn up to a high-powered fucking cartel gangster meeting wearing a bib.
あなたはひまわりで
Huh?
錦山さんと兄弟同然に育った。もう一人。
What are you on about, man? I don't understand Japanese, like.
やがてあなたと錦山さんは親と慕う風間さんを追って極道の世界に入った。そして今は殺人の濡れ衣を着せられ、その影響で
その絵
風間さんも破門の危機にある。
もういい。あんたが俺を調べたってのはよく分かった。大した情報源を持ってるらしい。だがなんで俺を調べた？あんたの目的は何なんだ？
今、カムロ町の不動産屋が欲しがるものといえば一つしかありません。殻の一粒に決まっているじゃないですか。
また殻の一粒か。
私と手を組んでいただけませんか、桐生さん。堂島組の若頭補佐たちが
If the Dojima family lieutenants acquired the empty lot, Kazama-san's expulsion is a certainty.
ですが私
Fucking skip these boys chatting shite and get to the meat and the gristle. Bow, bow, bow.
でも 服はすぐに持ってこ
Okay, let's go visit fucking Nishiki at the Kazama family office. We might get into a scrap along the way with some bad voodoo boys. Fucking hell, out of nowhere, like. Out of nowhere. Yakuzo. Stomp on your head. Doing a bit of hedge stamping around Tokyo the last day. Oh, I had to quit yesterday because there's some big fella down waiting outside a shop. He wants to trash talk me and get me into a fight. But I'm not having any of that shit. Japanese boys think they're tough, but they've never been slithered at. Here we go. Dojima headquarters. Who's that lad, look? See him upstairs. Dodge boy. Just waiting in the windows, waiting in the rafters.
Kiryu!
錦、お前大丈夫だったのか？おいマジかよ、よく殺されなかったな。
なんだがこれで俺はきっちり堂島組を破門になった。
そうか。それじゃあおやっさんももう大丈夫ってことか。
おやっさんのことはまだだ。俺の濡れ衣が晴れねえ限り堂島組はおやっさんに責任かぶせる気でいる。
なんでだよ。お前がもう組を抜けたってのにか。
ああ、ただそれでも一歩前進だ。堂島の大門が外れた以上こっから好きにやらせてもらう。クゼを捕まえて真犯人の居所を吐かせてやる。
そうだな。分かった。それじゃあとりあえず柏木さんにも伝えねえと。行こうぜ。
いや、俺は東上界から破門された人間だ。もう風間組の事務所には入れない。柏木さんがお前から伝える。
何言ってんだよ水くせえな。いいから来いって。せめてものけじめだ。意識。きっちり筋は通す。
Yeah, Dahil.
筋って。
How you Dahil? Thanks very much for the tip. Very kind of you. I'm gonna head uptown after this and spend that on a Kinder Penguin. I'm gonna be like this. Sure tastes good. Dahil. Just throw the litter out the window, because that's the right way to do business. I should head home tonight. From here it'll be faster to walk through the hotel district. So where's that? This way. This is where we come unstuck now, and there's a big... I can see the cheese. Look at the size of him. He's like stateside. You won't be able to... He's just standing outside a shop. He's massive, look. He's over there. Fucking stateside, man. There he is. The Japanese stateside. Jade side. Tokyo drift side. How you, Viper? He'd be messaging you on Facebook going, Konnichiwa, Viper. How big am I, Viper? Look at that, man. He doesn't even fit inside the shop. He'd have to duck to get under the door frame. Do you ever meet people who have to do that? Is it an advantage to be that tall, or is it a fucking disability? Yo, you seem to think you can just walk by me without a word, hey? Do I know you? This isn't your turf. Why should I tell you anything? I'm not here to chat, Viper. If you want to get hurt, you'll leave all the cash you got and get lost. So this is a shakedown. You should pick your targets better, stateside. I don't have a single yen for chumps like you.
Fuck you, Deputy Stag.
Okay, let's do this. Mr. Shakedown is after you. Watch out for the shakedown, buddy. Fucking hell, he's got hard hits. He's a hard hitter. He's a hard hitter. Oh yeah, you just have to dodge his hits, I'd say. And then go ba 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 ba. And then dodge, 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 dodge. Yenspatz. Yenspatz. Oh, you know, I'm going drifting this Nissan Almera around Tokyo, selling Yenspatz. Courtesy of Scott Fenner. I've got a few. Do you want to buy a few yen spots off me? I hear he's on the dieting now, says Landormer. He's doing a bit of Nephilim in. What's that? What's Nephilimin? Says Ryan Elliott. Did he run away? Right. I just had the misfortune of meeting Hiroya Egishira, Mr. Shakedown they call him. Goes by the name of Mr. Shakedown. Mr. Shakedown? Yeah. He'll go after anyone that crosses his path, and then he takes everything they've got. You seem like you can hold your own in a fight, but that guy's on a whole different level. If he sets his sights on you, run for it. He's definitely more than your average tough guy can handle. Still, I wish somebody would come along and beat all that stolen money out of him, though. What, did he get you too? Damn right he did. Took my whole holiday bonus. I should have made a beeline to the bank with it. You be careful too, next time you're sitting on a stack of cash. And rumour has it, Eggy Shear is not the only Mr. Shakedown. And that they aren't just a Kamucho gang thing. Stay sharp if you ever go out of town. The guy with the glasses knows what he's talking about. Yen spots. Yen spots. I'd like to do a video now of yen spots where I'm around Tokyo, but you'd have to fucking go all the way to Tokyo for the pun. Would you go all the way to Tokyo for a pun? Would it be worth the trip, the round trip to Tokyo, all the way to Japan just for the pun? Or should we just green screen it? If you lose Mr. Shakedown in battle, he'll take all the money you have. If you spot him in the street, the safest tactic is to run away before he can rope you into fight. If you can beat Shakedown, you'll reclaim all the money he's stolen from you. The amount he's carrying varies at different times. If you can take him down, he's especially flush with cash. You can make back more than you've lost. I wish this had English voiceovers or fucking American translation voiceovers. Dubbing. Rub-a-dub-dub. But it doesn't. As they say in Leeds, it done. Goons are after you. Mr. Goons. Few fucking goons, man. Ran into a few goons down in Tokyo the last day. Hey. I'll take the yen off these clouds. See the woman in the background, look, she's getting fucking mad into it, man. The women love the violence secretly, do they? Right. Please forgive me. Look at the Japanese honor system there. That's some Japanese honor for you. Look at the boys, Mr. Shakedown. That guy was the kind of monster I never want to meet again, man. I just want to get home. Maybe they're calling me Mr. Shakedown. Who's this guy? Hideo Kojima. Pocket tissues. Nice. We'll use that to wipe the schnatz off your face the next time I leather you down in Leatherbridge. Japanese businessman knocking around the town, looking for a vending machine to get a pair of knickknacks to do a bit of sniff-snaff. Look at this lad, he's flush. Depth of field prevents me from getting a closer inspect. Tokyo shift. Oh, more cunts, man. Men in Black. Will Smith and the boys, is it? Harvey Keitel. Get down to sleep. This is for Ishiguro, and that's for Nakamura. That's for fucking all the stuff you did with the Kamikaze boys. My heart goes out to you. Fukushima meltdown, man. Bang. Good luck. tsunami of pain just washed upon your shore. I'm sorry.
Don't you have a life?
That's what I want to say to those guys. There's another fight coming up.
I don't know why you're so obsessed with me. Don't you have a life? I don't know why you're so obsessed with me.
Number 2, Frank McCourt.
This guy is causing shite, so we need to batter him. Tat Chan. I'm not hiding anything, says the schoolgirl. But Mina Chan, I saw inside your purse, it was full of money. So he's after her money, her yen. 200,000 yen.
Oi. Yeah.
Oh. Just nice chill out Saturday morning chill out vibe, you know? Do this. Lean back. We lean back. Might just get another little coffee on the go there as well. Just chillax the cax like.
You have been peddling lies. You hammer.
Why did you not discuss your well-paid employment with Jackie Brosnan? Why did you not discuss your time with St. Joseph's Boy Scout movement? You are a liar. You've peddled your lies all across the globe.
You are a liar. You are a liar.
You have been peddling lies.
You have been peddling lies.
You've peddled your lies all across the globe.
You've peddled your lies all over the world.
I love women. I'm mad about women. I've been married 3 times. I'm infatuated with women.
Is that the best you can come up with? Why did you not discuss your
are a liar.
well-paid
I
employment?
don't know why you're so
with
obsessed
Jackie
with
Brosnan?
me.
Why are they so arsed about this? This girl, it's none of his business. Alright. Jesus.
Nani?
This is like an adult themed Zelda. Instead of going on a quest to find the princess, you have to go on a quest to find out if some fella's wife has been selling herself. Alright, fine, I'll go check on her. You will, yeah? Yeah. I kinda wanna know why your girl will be carrying around that cash myself. Oh man. I hope she's not selling herself to sleazy geezers. Sleazy geezers, everyone. Watch out for those guys. Mina-chan hangs out around Senryo Avenue a lot. Please find out what she's up to. Didn't work out for her. And now she's out of sorts. What she got in the bag? For fuck's sake. This is like that Final Fantasy game where you just get the scraps everywhere you go. Scrap daddy. That'll learn you. Jack Barker, yeah, we did the karaoke in the last game we were playing. Bit of a tiff going on over here, is it? Get out of town. Not more fights. Shit. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Rest in pieces. You're fucked. Good night and God bless.
Good luck.
その目つきが気に食わねえ。目障り。
お前強すぎんだろ。
We finished Shenmue, yeah, sandwich, 2 weeks ago. Kind of broke me, to be honest. It was boring. The ending was really underwhelming, and you just walked around a forest for like fucking... Must have been about an hour and a half, 2 hours walking around a forest. Buy health in the supermarket. Alright, okay, see. Thanks very much for that, Thomas Flynn. I will go to the supermarket and buy some health. No. No. How come I can't go down any further? Look at the fucking state of the gaff.
俺だ、桐生。入るぞ。ビールしかねえぞ。わかってるって。他に期待しちゃいねえ。錦。あれから柏木さん、なんか言ってたか。いや、何も。そうか。でもお前が生きて戻ってきたの見てから。またすげえ勢いで冷麺食ってたよ。それまではむっつり黙って何にも喋らなかったんだけどな。
は？
あの人らしい。
What's that you say? I don't understand the lingo. Few beers later.
そうか。あのクゼが円弧詰めることになるとはな。何が起きるかわからねえもんだ。ああ。だがまだこれからだ。若頭補佐の3人のうちの誰かが殻の一粒を手にすりゃ風間のおやつさんは組を追われる。それに俺の殺しの濡れ衣も晴らさねえと。殺に目つけられたらもう終わりだ。そのことなんだけどよ、桐生。実はな、東光クレジットの社長さっき殺されたぞ。何
Ah, look at his face. That's your old lad there, look.
医者の中で撃ち殺されてたらしい。あの社長はクゼの指示でお前を殻の一坪におびき出したんだろう。多分クゼがその口封じに殺させたんだ。
クゼはあいつはそんなに簡単に人を殺すのか。
あのバカなんだってやるさ。てめえの身を守る。
It's his neck on the line, hey.
正面切ってクゼから真犯人聞き出すってのは相当難しいぜ。他のやり方考えねえと。
他のやり方。い
や、そんなもんがありゃ苦労しね
えな。錦、お前立花不動産って知ってるか。
あ？立花不動産？
組を抜けた後、その立花って男が来たんだ。殻の一坪を手にするために協力しろと。奴は俺の濡れ衣を晴らせるとも言っていた。
おい、待てキリ。俺知ってるぞ、この立花不動産。奴ら殻の一坪にまで手出そうとしてんのか。
どういう連中なんだ。
立花不動産は町に事務所構えてるような真っ当な会社じゃねえ。俺も聞きかじりだけどよ。一言で言え、カムロ町に特化した不動産乗っ取りのスペシャリストだ。
不動産乗っ取り？
ああ、今カムロ町は狭い土地に飲み屋やら風俗やら店がひしめき合って空きがねえ。しかもそのほとんどを東上界の極道たちが仕切ってる。だが立花不動産はそのカムロ町の鉄の壁に穴を開けることができるんだ。
鉄の壁に穴を開ける。
どんなに繁盛してる店だろうが、立花不動産が目をつけりゃ数日持たずに中の人間は追い出されちまう。金、脅迫、嫌がらせ、ヤクザ顔負けのやり口で店潰しちゃ空きになった不動産を転売するって話だ。たとえ東上界のケツ持ちと勝ち合おうがお構いなしにな。今時の不動産周りは金の足づかみ競争だ。得体の知れない連中が群がってる。けどその中でも立花不動産は
Jackie Ban is playing on another level. Even Tojo HQ is trying to shut those boys down.
本家が
Seriously?
そのくらい
Tells you how nasty they are. Although, if you had them on your side, things suddenly get interesting.
信用できる相手ならの
Yeah,
話。
if they can be trusted. I still can't figure out what Takibana hopes to gain from winning me over. Savannah. Alright, then tomorrow you and me can dig around for more info on Takibana. It's worth investigating.
調べんのは
Nah,
俺一
thanks,
人。
I'll look into it alone. Why?
お前が俺と一緒に
You
動
and
け
I
ば
work together and
同
we'll
時の
draw
組に
every
目
eye
をつ
into
け
the
られる。
Dojima family.
お前は関わ
I
る。
need you to keep to yourself. Kiryu,
組抜けると
it's
決めた時から
fine. I was prepared to do this myself when I decided to leave the family, alright? I will head into Camarucho and see what's happening.
Oh. ちょっと
何なんだ。
Take the bite. Don't fucking bite. Causing a right scene down in fucking Japan today. Go and drink some sake. Looks like you'll need it after you get hurt there. It was all my fault. Yeah. Best of luck, lads. See you later. Good luck. Good. Maybe it's a bit loud, the game music, is it? I'll turn that down. Yeah, no. Another fucking feud. Shut your hole, fat ass, and open your wallet.
Huh?
You're goddamn right. You know how many different lenders you've dicked over pork chop. It's collection day, and your ass is getting bet. Here's Assange now. Sugar tits. Sugar moobs.
No.
Does he fancy her, does he?
Oh, yeah.
いや。
Yes.
Oi.
This guy needs a schlap. And I need to take his snake suit away from him as well. Psycho bitch, come see me or she'll shove his claws out. I don't care how tough she is. You don't hit a woman. And needing a group to do it is just pathetic. You call yourselves men? The fuck did you say? You got a big mouth and a death wish, pal.
You're fucked.
Like to thank today's sponsors, Twitch Prime, Today FM, Major League Games, Nama, fucking Ming the Merciless, Dr. Oetker, Newgate Baked Beans, Donald Trump, Leo Varadkar, Mark Zuckerberg, and the village of Atty Mass. Switch to beast mode. Okay. Large weapon Shona. And pick it up, swing it. Wow. Beast mode enabled. Where is a large item that I can use? Take some of that sign. Fucking motorbike, man. Fucking hell. Right. Guns are big enough. Really stateside kind of men. When using beast style, hold L1 to guard that you withstand enemy attacks. With the resist guard, you will take a certain amount of damage. You're protected against attacks. So L1, bolstering defense, and a pause menu. Alright, okay, yeah. This. I've got my guard up now. Use beast style moves. Pulverize cowards. Dead. See you later. Dead.
Oi. Yeah. Huh? What? Unskippable.
I don't know. What these fucking assholes, man. It's not great. Bacchus is after you. Wacky Bacchus. Seen this? Not interested. Not interested at all. Skip. Skip. We really didn't know how good we had it with Shenmue is right. Create new save we made it. Let's just do something else here now.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
Liberty City is in shock today as the police and emergency services deal with the aftermath of a devastating attack on a police convoy this morning. As yet, no details have been released about the prisoners being transferred in the convoy, and no group has claimed responsibility. The convoy left police headquarters early this morning for a routine transfer of felons to Liberty Penitentiary. The attack took place on the Callahan Bridge, leaving few witnesses and the bridge itself severely damaged. Some of the convicts are thought to have perished in the explosion that followed the initial attack. Revelations as to the professionalism of the attack struck police hours afterward, when identification of the missing felons were further hampered by an attack by computer hackers on police headquarter databases. With the Porter Tunnel project falling behind schedule, this disaster leaves Portland isolated from the rest of the city.
Come on! Senor Dickhead. It's no problem to kill you. You gonna be sorry.
You gonna be sorry, pal.
Aye, get lost.
His hands are all messed up. You're gonna have to drive, brother.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
This is Hit Radio Love Media Station. Just one of 900 radio stations, 300 TV stations, network, 3 satellites, 10 senators.
Sorry.
You're listening to Hit Radio, broadcasting for 60 years.
More money, more problems. More money, more problems, man.
This is the place right here. Let's get off the street and find a change of clothes. I know this guy. He's connected. His name's Luigi. Me and him go back, so I can probably get you some work. Come
Let's
on,
get
head
this
over.
baseball bat to do a bit of fucking smacking.
Iris Walsh say, simmer down the violence. Too much blood in the city streets, and too many babies are crying in Liberty City. Feeling rid of.
Too many babies are crying in Liberty City.
We're here at KJR in Studio 2 because, you know, one love plus one love.
Sorry there.
make two.
Sorry about that.
So this is Studio 2.
Let's go around the back and use the service door.
Great voice acting coming up now.
Wait here, man, while I go in and talk to Luigi.
Say hello to 8-Ball, ladies.
Eight Ball's got some business upstairs. Well, maybe you could do me a favor. One of my girls needs a ride, so grab a car and pick up Misty from the clinic, then bring her back here. Remember, no one messes with my girls. So keep your hands on the wheel. If you don't mess this up, maybe there'll be more work for you.
Is the fucking game out of sync or something? Is the voice acting out of sync there? Because the text was coming up as well and there was nothing being said.
Out my way!
Woody's DIY there in New York. Let's turn that down for you. And I think the voice of your man Luigi sounded like Ralph Cifaretto from Sopranos.
I'm on say there's too much spank business at one.
Hi, I'm Misty.
Ralphie. This is a real fucking Fontaine kind of game, actually. Groovy Tom Radio.
Luigi said to give you this, so here, take it.
There's a new high on the street.
Goes by the name of Spank.
Some wise guys, and introducing this trash to my girls down Portland Harbor. Go and introduce a bat to his face. Then take his car, respray it. I want compensation for this insult.
I know this city like the back of my hand. How's my driving? See you later. Saturday morning. Saturday isn't going, the weekend starts now. Wait a sec now. mile away.
Back is killing me.
You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother.
Don't you have a life? I love women. I'm mad about women. I've been married 3 times. I'm infatuated with women.
You're fucked. Rest in pieces. You're fucked. Good night and God bless. You're fucked. Rest in pieces. You're fucked.
You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
Now, that'll do us for the weekend. Now, that's us done. That's the job done anyway. You can't say I didn't do the job. And we gotta take his car and fucking get it resprayed. What an insult. What an absolute fucking insult. We might just give him a bit more. Oh no, it's crashed. There we go. Some of that. Now, we're on the move again. We're on the fucking groove. Go. he had one weakness: multiple baseball bat beatings. I'm infatuated with him.
Fuck you, Deputy Stein. Fuck you, Deputy Stein. Fuck you, Deputy Stein.
Don't you have a life? Don't you have a life?
That is a total and absolute lie.
Oh shit, alright. Right, this is it now. We get to go and beat your man's fucking face off again. I'm not gonna fuck it up this time. Yeah, whoever said that. He had one weakness. Multiple baseball bat beatings. Oh, the cops, the shades. Watch out for the shades, man. They'll do you. They'll do you for driving. Your man will need a few generic ibuprofen after that. He needs to get down to the chemist after that beating. I gave him your man that I bet with the bat. He's gonna need to head down the chemist for a few paracetamol. Hey look, we can have a bit of fun here and just stalk him out. Let's look at what this creep is up to before we beat him. Ah, fuck, I keep pausing the game. Look at this. Creepazoid. Covert baseball bat. Hey, we gotta get something else going here now. Here we go, guys. Get ready for it. I can't wait for the beatings to begin. Give these. We'll give the.
That is a total and absolute lie. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother.
Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike. Fuck you, Deputy Stike.
I love women. I'm mad about women. I've been married 3 times. I'm infatuated with women.
Okay. He has a new car now anyways, the cunt. Yeah. hopefully he's on the VHI. He might need to pop down to the chemist after that and buy a few Sudafed. He might need to buy a bit of Sudocreme to rub on the fucking rash I gave him. He has a few cuts and grazes. Where were the cops? Where were the parents? Uh-oh. Oh, no, no!
looking at a dead man.
It's no trouble for you. You looking to die?
Fucking hell, man. Where's the map? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. We're gonna have to beat the weekend again. It's the last time now. There's a new high on the street. Goes by the name of Spank. Right, we've a bat in her possession. Now. Right, he's gonna get fucking smashed. Now, that's how you park. Still on the provisional. Don't know how to park right.
Damn police.
You're fucked. Rest in pieces. Good night and God bless. You're fucked.
Sarah Snake, thanks very much.
I love women. I'm mad about women. I've been married 3 times. I'm infatuated with women.
You are a liar. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother. You hammered your mother.
Pat Cox MEP here. Pat Cox MEP here. The toast of laryngitis.
Okay. He's done. He's done. And this time, there is no fucking around. Thank you very much, Sarah Snake, for the donation tip. Very kind of you.
Hello, Mr. Fontaine. You got a son.
Thanks for the tip. Oh, push it to the limit.
Crash the gates!
Yeah, Connor Fowler.
Can someone stop? We need to stop this plane fast. It's carrying a load of bombs. Someone told me there's a bomb on the plane. You need to stop the plane now. Stop the plane now.
Thank you, Connor Fowler, for the tip. Really gonna make that go into the space now. Cheers.
Remember the clothes? Just forget about the morning after. Flashback FM.
I'm Tony on Flashback FM. Here's one for people who were so hip, if you know what I mean. It hurt.
Oops. Great game. Uh-oh. Cops. Oops. Alright, no problem.
What am I gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
All right, Mick. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, Mick, I'll talk to you later.
How you doing, kid? The Don's son, Joey Leone.
Joey Leone.
He wants some action from his regular girl, Misty. Go pick her up at Hepburn Heights, but watch yourself. That's Diablo turf. Then run her over to his garage in Trenton and make it quick. Joey ain't the kind you keep waiting. Remember, this is your foot in the door. So keep your eyes on the road and off Misty.
Brand new from Aguilar featuring Sean Price.
Yeah, we all cool, call anybody who get it. Winchester's, Remingtons, any shot at that hit it, yo. Dress sloppy with my rap is dapper. Watch Rosewood go outside and slap and crap.
Wheels. We need wheels.
Girl, Duke, I'm ready to off. Do the knowledge I'm ill, especially with the guard swallowing pills. Spaz out on you, kid, watch you gobble my deals. On my in with the drama for real. Rough dread, Aguilar, body armor and steel. Swab in the field, untouchable. Sean Connor's got killed. Got to get chill for your mama get killed. Yo, what? Untouchable. Sean Connor got killed. Got to get chill for your mama get killed. Yeah, we gon' give this all that we got.
I wonder what this game would be like if you listen to like Marion Finucane. What would it be? Shit. She's not even on.
Brilliant innovators all over the world. So,
and does Ireland have any input at the moment into what NASA's doing?
Yeah,
or
so
do you
Ireland
see potential.
You know, Ireland is actually quite involved already in many of our efforts. So, supporting primarily through ESA, supporting what we're doing on the James Webb Telescope, the next big follow-on to the Hubble. Ireland's very involved in that. We met with Irish industry in an industry roundtable organized by Enterprise Ireland yesterday, where we saw a dozen companies representing the finest, most innovative world-class technologies in everything from photonics to space electronics, marine technologies, a whole range of things that are of great interest to us at NASA, and many of which, by the way, are already being applied not just in NASA and ESA-led programs, government programs, but in fact, some of these companies are already on board with the commercial companies, with Boeing and SpaceX, providing them with great technology.
Okay. You've also been meeting with John Halligan, who's Minister of State for Training, Skills, Innovation, Research and Development. So, is John Halligan interested in this space race? Did you get it? Is he a bit of a space
Absolutely.
buff? Yeah.
Kind of a bit of a space fanatic, and I think we kind of hit it off. We had a meeting with him on Wednesday morning. Just an absolutely fantastic meeting. It was great to see the energy that Minister Halligan and his team are putting into really focusing attention on developing Ireland's high technology sector, which, by the way, is impressive across the board, not just in the space arena. But the minister outlined for us the plans that they have over the long term to continue to advance Irish industry in innovative space and high tech sectors. And yeah, you got a great supporter there, and we consider him a great partner.
Okay, he'd be glad to hear that. Now, speaking of the the technology to get into space and everything. A story that people
We need
will
the right
have noticed
technology to get
recently
into space.
was
Do you have
that
it?
The first all-female spacewalk had to be abandoned because they didn't have spacesuits to fit them. And I guess people thought that seemed a bit odd, that if they were planning this, why didn't they have the spacesuits to fit them? But then you look
Thanks,
into it,
Big
and
Chungus.
spacesuits are kind of a bit more of an involved thing
It's
than
quite
we
a
think.
bit.
Thank you
more
very
involved.
much,
And,
Big
you know,
Chungus.
So, this is one of the areas where we kind of use a very common layman's term. Say, spacesuit. It sounds like it's a garment. It's not. It's actually better thought of as
Minute
an
spark
individual
plug.
tailored spacecraft.
Hey, I'm Joey. Luigi said you were reliable, so come back later.
These
to my...
suits for extravehicular activities.
All right, that was that one.
Outside, the you know, space on their own, completely separated from any other kind life support or anything. So all the thermal control systems, the life support systems, the oxygen, everything has to be power on board that spacecraft has to function perfectly. We have a very complex choreography that occurs of ensuring that we have spacesuits on the station. So typically today we have about 4 of them on board, and they come in a range of sizes.
Okay, so what you're saying is that not everybody gets their own spacesuit.
Not everybody gets their own spacesuit.
They actually come in a modular fashion.
They come in modular fashion and have to be reconfigured to fit. Actually, quite hard to physically move, and it's important that it's fit precisely.
And am I right in thinking though that the spacesuits being used now are the same ones that were being used 40 years ago? Is that?
The design has been pretty, you know, the initial design was what we used on the shuttle program, but they've been refurbished constantly, which is a part of the logistics. We have to actually bring them down in a very, like I said, complex choreography to bring them down to Earth, to be refurbished, to be, you know, all the new designs and technology incorporated. And then we have a total of about 12 in very different modular sizes, as you mentioned. 4 of which are on the station right now. I think there are 2 mediums, a large and an extra large. And they come in torsos and arms in different pieces that can be reconfigured. Okay. So in this particular thing, it was determined that to configure for Anne's specific dimensions, it would have taken more than 12 hours of crew time. And they were very pressed for time. And she herself, along with the team, made the decision that she'd rather see that time used for experiments. And so the decision was made to defer her sortie, her EVA. But
have you been to space?
I have not been to space myself, no. I'm a pilot, and I would love that opportunity, and I think many of us will get that opportunity in the coming years.
And do you work quite closely with astronauts?
Yeah, we do. So that's one of the things that I think is maybe, I'm from the Johnson Space Center in Houston, which is where the astronauts train, and we have all our flight surgeons and support teams, mission control for the human space flight missions. And one of the things that is maybe not commonly realized is these folks work alongside the engineering teams. Not only they don't just fly, they help to design the vehicle and are involved in all aspects of operating the program. You know, as expertise that they can bring to designing the vehicles.
And now I'm going to preface this with that a lot of my knowledge of this will come from the big and small screen. Probably particularly most recently the first, which was the Sean Penn TV series. I don't know if you saw that about the kind of lives of astronauts around space travel. But it seems that like you'd want to be quite a particular kind of person, wouldn't you? Because it does seem like that you devote your whole life to this thing, incredible discipline and everything, for something that you might do once, if at all. At most, you'll do it, what, a couple of times, a few times?
Yeah, so some of our, 3-4 times probably is the average that our
Do you like
our
space?
astronauts will fly. But it is, in fact, a very, very specialized skill set that's required to do this.
But I'm thinking more about the kind of person you need to be as well. You need to be different, do you?
You do need to be a different type because, you're talking in some cases, and the missions we're preparing for now, when you start talking long-term about going to Mars, you could be in space for 2 years at a time, away from everybody and everything you know. And you're confined in a very, very small space with 3 of your best friends for a long period. So it's not
starting out as your best friends.
Right,
anyway,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not just the physiological requirements and technical skills, but psychological.
I'm infatuated with space. I've been in space 3 times.
So space is easily the most challenging environment in which humans try to live and work, and it is always a serious, very, very serious undertaking. So that's the thing that's most present in everything we do is that sense of, ensuring safety, which is with the technology that we have today, we are literally pushing the limits of science and technology.
I've been to space 3 times. I'm infatuated with space.
You've got
I
unknown
love
unknowns
space.
there, obviously,
That's
all
true
the
as
time.
well.
And then I'm thinking about the families, and they need to be very bought into this, don't they? I'm guessing that the husband or wife of an astronaut has to make a certain accommodation with themselves about things.
Yeah,
do they?
I
think I'm
fucking
glad you
love
brought that up
space.
because
I've
it takes
been
a
to
certain
space
type
3
of individual
times.
to be
I'm
an astronaut, but it certainly
infatuated with
takes a certain
space.
kind of family support to be able to do that successfully. These guys are and women are away, not just in doing their training during the day, and of course the flights, which it could be from weeks to months, in some cases year, right? Like the Kelly, Scott Kelly did recently, but they are.
Scott Kelly's after you.
Requires them to go to Russia to train with our Russian cosmonaut teams for months at a time. So there's quite a lot of demands on both the individual and the families that support them.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I bet.
And speaking of the danger and everything,
And
we
speaking
saw
of
there
the
was an
danger of
interesting
space,
story during the week
what
there,
is your opinion on
terms of the
danger in
health
space?
effects of going to space.
Blah,
So
blah, blah.
This guy's
Blah, blah,
Kelly,
blah.
you mentioned there, who spent 340 days in the International Space Station. And they seem to have, I don't know how scientific this is, but they took his twin brother as well, and who stayed on Earth, and they looked at him. But there were stuff like he experienced genetic mutations, he experienced declines in cognitive test scores after it. I gather after 6 months, most things were largely righted, but there was still there were genetic changes, weren't there? Do you know much about the effects on people's health?
Yeah, we do actually.
Right, we'll save this game and we'll head on. It's been a nice morning.
We've been in this business for quite some
But
time.
I have to go to space because I'm infatuated with space.
Mechanical
I love
systems
space.
Perform better
I've
in
been
space,
to
but how have
space
humans
3
perform
times.
and be healthy and productive in space. And a lot of our research efforts.
Why are you so obsessed with space?
Are really targeted at the human system and how we can develop countermeasures for the environment in space, where you have.
You are a lawyer. A lawyer.
Effects because
You
you're outside
lies.
the Earth's atmosphere, and in some
Willie
cases beyond the
Mullins.
Van Allen
You
belt.
said Willie
there's a
Mullins. You
serious
said
risk
Willie
that you wouldn't
Mullins.
encounter on Earth. The cool thing about that is that we've been very
Patty, and they've
successful,
been
actually,
shipped off to
particularly with the work
space
that we've
in a
been
little
doing for the last
cardboard box,
decades on the
Pat.
International Space Station, in understanding how to develop countermeasures for a lot of these
Save
effects.
your game in
And the
my
coolest part of
slot
that is
now.
A lot of the things that we're bringing to bear on understanding, you mentioned, bone loss and muscle atrophy and ocular
Fucking
degeneration.
muscle atrophy,
These are all
man.
things that affect people on Earth, maybe to a much lesser extent. But
Okay.
that what we learn in the extreme treatments and countermeasures there,
Bit
we've
of
been able to
fucking
apply in the
extreme
medical
treatment
community
going
Earth
on.
for a host of
Bit of
issues as
fucking
well.
extreme treatment is to
The
be had.
texts are interesting.
Look,
because you know
I
what
have
a
to
lot
head
of people
off.
are texting to ask is, okay, for example, someone
Fucking
texted
take the
from,
dog for a
Volunteer
walk
saying,
and all that
the moon belongs to
stuff.
everyone.
And
Now
I need to go
even
to
that's being
space
privatised.
because
Is there
I'm
any hope for the
infatuated
mankind?
with
Who will protect the
space.
common interest
I've
in
been to
space
space 3
exploration? I don't
times.
trust
I
capitalists.
love space.
Jim in Cork, please ask Douglas, who will own the moon? Flag planting started with the first landing on the moon. Could Brendan ask the space guest, Douglas, who will govern the moon? 15 countries involved. What about Russians, China, et al?
Who will
people
govern
are
the
concerned
moon?
about A, the politics, and B, the money situation.
They're great questions and very valid concerns. So we're
Very
really
valid
pleased
concerns,
to
but I
point out
mean,
the fact
unfortunately,
that
we
what
don't
we've
have any
done,
more time
I
for that
mentioned the International
bullshit.
Space Station
Sorry,
because
guys.
it's a great model for how we'll work
Talk to you later on.
space. And what we've seen in my lifetime is space move from a very competitive kind of bipolar enterprise to now a very collaborative international.
I love
enterprise. And
space.
that's the way
I'm
we see it.
infatuated with space. I'm in space now, for fuck's
Space
sake.
Station where we have policies and
I
rules
love
about how
space.
to work together in space.
I've been into space 3 times.